Hey YouTubers, it's Friday on a hot Friday out in the desert. Good Lord, is it hot. I love the heat though. I'm a desert rat. Absolutely love it. Hope y'all are having a great day. Wanted to make you a little video today. I just got this on my doorstep. I want to say probably a couple hours ago. Got out and got some exercise. Had to get a change of scenery and get out of the house. You know, it's important that we all do that. But I wanted to share this with y'all. See what this is. I've been expecting a couple. The last video I showed you was obviously another. I didn't show you the box or anything, but it was a package that I was waiting on. And gosh, I got so many orders out there online that I can't keep track of them all. I mean, they're not huge boxes or anything like that, but I'm not quite sure or remember. This might be the Britannias, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have any Britannias yet, and when I snatched them up, if this is indeed what they are, let's see. If it is the Britannias, I was able to grab them at, gosh, maybe $21 each, if I remember right. I think it was. Little over $20. It was a killer buy, and you can still find them good priced. You can still find them at a real good price actually, but especially with the markets down today, unbelievable. We get those job numbers today, and I guess that's good news if they are indeed the real thing. Which this is not a political station. I'm not going to tell y'all what to believe, but there's a few of us, including myself, that call BS. Too much going on, too many people struggling, and I see it every single day in my area, and so I just don't see how those numbers are real. But anyway, I digress. Let's see what we got here, and it is indeed those Britannias. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. Open up this piece of paper real quick. It might actually tell me how much I paid for them each. It does not. Yeah, I could look it up, but I'm pretty sure I gave like low 21, low 21s. And I hadn't, like I said earlier, I do not have any. And I wanted to definitely add to my stack with them because they are back there, Sovereign Nation stacked. And at that price, I just didn't see, like, wow. They've been out there for a while now. Excuse me, trying to get this pesky tape off. And there's actually a couple of deals out there right now. Not necessarily the Britannias. I mean, they're still good price right now because spot's gone down today. But I've seen a couple that intrigued me. The Owls, which I don't have any of. I've seen a couple of my fellow silver stackers out there jump on that, and they are amazing price right now. Amazing. I think that if you jump on them right now, you can get them under $21, and they're also Sovereign Nation backed by the, I believe it's the, yeah, England, with the Queen on the back, and on the Owls, I'm drawing a blank here. Whatever the British government is, but yeah, on the Owls. On JM Bullion, you can find those at, like, when I looked at it, it was $20.47 if I remember right. And I was, man, I wanted them. I wanted to grab at least 5 to 10 of them, but doing this, you got to be disciplined and you got to budget for it. And to be quite honest with you, I'm kind of out of money at the moment. Like I've mentioned before, I'm not rich by no means. I have to discipline myself to be able to stack and adjust for it. Set aside. Depending on the deal, of course. Sometimes I'll just be like a little kid in a candy store and like, I can wait. I can get more right now and then catch up. No, it's not a good way to be. It really isn't. Discipline. Silver's not going anywhere. We're trying to make it go somewhere, but as of right now, you're not going to have a hard time finding it. The deals, you will. That's why I jumped on these. You can still find them at good price. No problem. Britannias are always out there. It's not like people are in a mad dash to get them. But if you don't have any, definitely recommend getting them. Because being backed by a sovereign nation, they should carry a higher premium. You would think they'd carry a higher premium than they do. But fortunately for guys like me, they don't. And so I jump on them. Hopefully, a little down the road, I'll pick up some more, depending on what Spot does. Because I try to be disciplined, and it's hard. It is hard. All you new stackers out there, it is a must. Definitely a must. Like I said, this stuff is not going anywhere. You'll always be able to get it unless some kind of just catastrophic mad dash from the stacking community. Your ordinary Joes out there, just go everywhere and looking online to grab Britannias, okay? But I wanted to mention and touch on this so-called good news today and how it affects people like us, okay? Is it BS? Is it bogus? Well, that's for you to figure out, you know. Do your own research. Is it real? And like I said, I mean, you do what you will with the information. Sorry, try and get this piece of tape off. But do what you will with the info. I call BS. There's still a lot of unemployment out there, and there's a lot going on in our country that we're fighting with, trying to get our head straight and wrap around. But for folks out there that are buying into it, it's great for the stacking community, believe it or not. Because it brings opportunity for stackers like you, me, the guy next door to me who does it as well. It drives down the prices of the silver, and we're able to jump on these bargains. So when I say, oh yeah, I call it BS, well, BS it all you want, because it's making the prices for us a little better. And especially for the new stackers, you're going to be able to get in on this a little bit easier, a little cheaper, and that's what you want. And especially if you're stacking for weight, there's a difference between stacking for weight or collecting in premium type coins. You know, you got your stacking for weight, which I do, and I think I mentioned it, you know, in one of my very first videos. I kind of balance my stacking scale about 70, 30, 60, 40, roughly. I need to up it a little more towards about 80, 20, if not even a little higher, for weight, because this is kind of a retirement fund. Okay, it's not kind of, it basically is. I'm a very frugal money budgeting guy, okay? So the nice collector coins, if I can find a collector coin on sale, I'll jump on it in a second. I'll grab a bunch of them. Because, you know, in the future, if it goes up, I'll flip it. And I can turn around and, you know, grab some nice weight. I mean, these are premium. You would think premium coins. They're not really premium, but sovereign nation backed. But, yeah, I try to go for weight because the metal is still metal and it's going to be worth, who knows what it's going to be worth, okay? The stacking community cannot stress this enough, depending on who you're talking to, who you're watching, what videos you're watching. When all the derivatives, when all your money and your politicians are going to get caught up in the lies and the schemes, who's to say what's going to happen when that pyramid starts crashing one level at a time? With that, I'll mention the great Silver 5150 mentioned Elixir's Pyramid, and I thought it was a brilliant video. Check that one out. That was great. With him sitting in the back of his SUV. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was great. Silver 5150, if you're listening, I actually had to rewind your video 2 or 3 times. I heard you curse. I thought it was awesome. I laughed so hard. Like that, man, I've never heard a bad word come out of his mouth. But it was hilarious. Me and my wife both just laughed. We about fell off of our couch. Like, oh my gosh, we were just jaw dropped. Now, it's a great video. I want to give him a shout out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The Elixir's Pyramid, like he says, when these things start crashing down one at a time, from derivatives, you know, gosh, the banks, and it goes all the way down, one at a time, all the way down to fiat money. And at the very little tip here of the pyramid, you got gold, okay? Remind you, silver's not actually listed on the pyramid, but in this little gold area where it's at the very bottom. So I suspect, like Silver 150 says, it's right about a quarter of the size, okay? And all these things have to come crashing down. What does that mean for us? Well, when everything else is losing and just getting annihilated out there and is worthless, the money's worthless, they're going to have to turn to something. Well, you ask what? Gold, silver. And even though I do not stack copper, many others do. If you find that to be a interesting concept, I highly encourage it. Especially if you're new, have a really tight budget. It is super cheap compared to silver and gold. Well, really cheap compared to gold. But it's a lot cheaper than silver too. You can pick up an ounce of copper for a little over $1. And so, my point being is, when all this stuff comes crashing down, however long that may take, I'm not sure if it'll be in our lifetime. I'm pretty convinced that it will be. And I'm in my mid-30s, okay? I'm already making the preparations monetarily. Otherwise, I wouldn't be showing you these videos. Give you a little insight on what I do. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just showing you what I do. That's all. Give you a little personality behind and what I do as well. I don't know how good of a personality that is, but hey, I try. I do try. So, anyways, get back to ground level here. Be strong on your budget. Stick to it, okay? I can't stress that enough, and you'll hear me keep pounding the table about it, okay? If you can't afford this right now, don't worry about it. It will be there next week. It will be there tomorrow. It will be there in 2 weeks. Just set aside a little bit of money, okay? You'd be surprised how many young people out there who get allowances. I started as a kid getting $5 a week. Allowance, believe it or not. Doing all kinds of chores, mowing the lawn, take the trash out, you know, the stuff that, well, in my generation, I guess would be called a millennial, but I'm one of those rare ones. I'm not the stereotypical millennial, I guess you'd say. But younger people out there that are taking this $5, let's say $5 a week, they want to get started on this, and I've seen it. It blows my mind. Other channels will mention this one stacker out there called, I believe he calls himself the Teen Stacker. He's got gold, he's got silver, and it's super motivating for even the older folks. Like, wow, people are getting a grasp on what's happening out there, and they're going out, and they're not jumping straight into the most expensive thing they can find. To my knowledge, maybe some of them are, but it's not my advice. It's just merely an opinion on what I would show and steer someone to. You don't have to necessarily buy sovereign coins. Just generic rounds are your cheapest bet. You'll save some money in the long run, and if you're stacking for weight for the long haul, for some kind of retirement, you cannot go wrong, okay? You cannot go wrong. And when you actually get a little used to the game, and you're able to come across more money, whatever your job is, career is, whatever your budget is, you know, start putting away 1, 2, 3% of your income. Just like a 401k. I contribute a certain percentage of my paycheck to a 401k. Well, I did. Now I just transferred that over to my precious metals. Whatever my paycheck is, I take that percentile and I put it into a fund to go out and buy more of this. Okay? Because I think it's a lot more promising. Does it go up like a stock market would? No. Can it and will it? I truly think it will. So, with that, I think I'm going to leave that. I'll wrap it up here. I really appreciate y'all stepping over to my video. You didn't have to, but you did. I really hope you enjoyed it. These are, like I said, 5 silver Britannias. Beautiful coins. Man, they're shiny. Super shiny. I like that. Of course, it's silver. Of course, I love it. But anyway. Hit that like button. Comment down below if you want to talk about anything. You want to see any idea. You want me any ideas on future videos. How's that? And subscribe. Because I love sharing what I do with you guys. And if I can help one, I've done everything I can and then some in a day. Maybe one person wakes up and can spread the word. So I'll leave you there. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Till the next video, you stay safe. Thanks. Heavy Metal Noise out.